Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Café con las Comadres y Chisme, or Chisme con las Comadres with ESC. I think I messed the name of our...
Era comida y chisme con las comadres. There you
Andale. So welcome, and today we are going to talk about home remedies. Vamos a hablar de los remedios de casa. Y it's going to be a little bit of English, a little bit of Spanish, and a lot of Tex-Mex. We have our migrant team with us. We have Romana Gonzalez. And Romana, everyone say hi or say a little something so that your name could pop up at the front.
Romana González, aquí lista para los remedios caseros.
Noemi Uchek.
Hi, everybody. Happy New Year.
Alex Nieto.
Hi, everyone.
And Elizabeth Rangel.
Good morning. Buenos días.
So you know our team, you know what we're about, and vamos a comenzar with, let me share something with y'all first. First of all, we're not doctors. None of us here are doctors, but we do understand that doctors are expensive. Medicine is expensive. Going to the doctor, sometimes we might not be able to go or find access to a doctor that we need. They usually tell us there's 6 things that we need in a daily to help us with our health, which is sunshine, laugh, air, exercise, and diet. Ya se me estaba olvidando todo. Like, ¿qué eran las cosas? Ejercicio, pues nunca lo hago. So here, do you want to share, who wants to go first on their home remedies?
Yo empiezo.
Okay.
Yo empiezo. Pues estábamos hablando de los remedios caseros y Mónica tiene mucha razón. A veces esperamos, a veces vivimos en lugares remotos donde está lejos ir al médico. También a veces se enferma uno en casa y luego se enferman todos los demás con los mismos síntomas y eso. Y a veces hay cosas que podemos hacer en casa porque solamente tenemos que esperar a que el cuerpo se encargue de aliviar. Nosotros los hispanos tenemos muchas cosas que se nos vienen a la mente, les voy a decir. Tenemos un remedio que yo creo que todos tenemos en casa y lo hemos escuchado. Y la cobija San Marcos cura muchas cosas.
Yes, honey. Yes. Vixx. It's like Alex has her colcha.
La cobija San Marcos y el Vixx. ¿Ves? La cobijita y el Vixx. Eso es algo que usamos mucho en la planta de los pies, por ejemplo, en el pecho, a veces en el agua, en una vaporera, algo que pueda salir el vapor con ese olor que nos hace sentir bien, usándolo como aromaterapia. Esa es una cosa que usamos mucho. Otra cosa que yo me gusta mucho tener y también sirve de aromaterapia y lo planté.
Hold on, Romana. Hold on. I want to know who else uses Vixx and how they use it. Do any of you other ladies use the Vixx and use it?
I use it.
How do you use it, Noemi?
On the chest and on your feet with some very warm socks.
Anyone else use the Vixx for any other?
I put it up my daughter's nose.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was gonna say too. I always put it like on the outside so that it can clear their.
Do they still have the nose one? Remember it used to look like and you could put it up your nose and snip it?
I remember that one too.
Oh, Mom has some.
She needs to be in our plática.
I know, Mom.
Okay. I also saw that they have now patches.
Oh, sí.
You can put those
Oh,
patches now like on your chest or whatever, and you can smell that menthol to help you breathe. So that's upgrading.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Romana.
Sí. Otro que nosotros sembramos casi en cuanto llegamos a esta propiedad fue un romero. El romero sirve para muchas cosas, es estimulante, bueno, si lo usas en té, es estimulante para la digestión, para las personas que sufren de estreñimiento, por ejemplo, hacen té y lo pueden consumir y es muy bueno para la digestión, también para la aromaterapia. Huele muy rico y a mí me gusta mucho el olor a bosque y eso, así es que esto es algo que siempre tengo y crece mucho. Y también es muy bueno para, haces como una infusión, haces con agua como si fuera un té y lo curioso es que el agua se hace como negra y luego te lavas el cabello y el cabello se pone muy bonito con el romero. Así es que tiene muchas funciones, muchas más que no sé, pero esas son algunas de las que yo sé que se usan mucho y nosotros las usamos.
Isn't it good for mosquitoes?
También
People with
porque
mosquitoes.
por el olor. Sí,
Yeah.
es como la citronela. Hay muchas personas que tienen la citronela, la planta, pero yo no he tenido suerte con ella, pero esto es muy bueno también para los mosquitos. Incluso lo arrancas, lo secas y luego lo pones cuando haces una fogata en tiempo de calor, le pones unas ramitas de romero y los mosquitos se ahuyentan. Así es que esas son algunas de las cosas. Y una cosa más antes que se me olvide, la flor de bugambilia. La flor de bugambilia es, no sé si la han visto, hay de muchos colores, pero una muy común es la de color rosa fuchsia o rosa fuerte. Y esa arrancas las hojitas y la pones a secar en una bolsa de papel y luego pones agua hervir, pero no pones las hojas no la pones a hervir con el agua, sino pones el agua a hervir. Luego pones las hojas y tu agua se hace de color rosa fuerte. Ese te ayuda a limpiar o te ayuda con el dolor de garganta. También es como un antibacterial. Entonces puedes enjuagar, pero lo puedes consumir y es muy bueno para cuando las personas tienen mucha tos y eso ayuda mucho el té de bugambilia. Así es que y está por todas partes, pero es la hojita.
¿Cómo se dice en inglés?
Pues yo la conozco como bugambilia. Así es es bien parecido el nombre.
Okay.
Pero se dice tal vez bugambilia.
No, ni sé. Pero estamos hablando de la tos, the cough.
Uh-huh.
And in that sweet tea, en el té que haces, puedes incluir honey, la miel. La miel es bien natural. Elizabeth y yo fuimos a una casa hace unos años y she was a beekeeper in Sonora. The best honey I've ever tasted, ever. And Elizabeth and I would go, hemos ido a San Saba. Is San Saba had the beehive
Farm.
bee farm. And so we've gone to different places all over our region to look for honey, like when we stop at different farms for the crops and stuff. But we learned a lot from this one lady who was a beekeeper, and she gave us honey, and she's like, add it to your teas. What did you added it to your coffee, Elizabeth, or
My peanut butter sandwich.
oh, and it was the best.
It was heaven.
Best. But honey is the number one thing that you could use to heal your body, and from head to toe, I think, because you could use honey for your skin, you could use honey for your hair, your eyelashes. If you get a burn, if you burn yourself, you can put honey on there. One of the real interesting facts that we learned was that you have to also look for dark honey, The dark honey fights that bacteria. So if you were to cut yourself and you needed to use honey for that wound, get dark honey. Even for animals. So my sister-in-law took her dog to the vet because they got cut really bad, but she didn't have money to stitch it up or do any of that. And so the doctor said, honey, get honey, put it on the cut, wrap it up. And she took pictures of it daily. And you change the wrap, what is it?
The gauze.
Gauze, yes, the gauze every 12 hours. And sure enough, it worked. We were really amazed by everything. For that cough and that tea, though, if you want to use honey to help you with that cough, lemon, lemon, 2 or 3 spoonfuls of honey, and then a little bit if you want, not for children, but a little bit of liquor, alcohol to it. It will cure. It helps. So, ladies, Elizabeth, do you have anything else for honey?
No, I had heard that you put honey like on a cut and it would help heal that.
Yeah. Also, one of the things that really got me interested, because then I became a beekeeper, because they said it was really good too also for allergies. So allergies, getting honey for my kids and I have bad allergies. So, and it has helped. So that was another thing.
Monica, I would add it when I would get sick with the cough and stuff. I would make a toddy. So it was tea and lemon and honey with some whiskey.
Yes, it worked.
I would go buy a mini bottle because I'm not a drinker. So I would go buy a mini bottle. Sometimes those bottles have honey in them too. So that's what I would drink. I'd make a hot tea to help with all my congestion and cough.
Yes.
Mónica, ¿puedo incluir algo?
Sí.
Creo que también para las personas diabéticas siempre tenemos esa preocupación sobre la miel, o la azúcar, pero en realidad es la azúcar refinada lo que nos mata, lo que nos hace mucho daño, pero la miel es algo natural, así es que si vamos a usar algo que no debemos de tener tanto pendiente es pues la miel. Así es que para esas personas que cuidamos los niveles de azúcar en nuestra sangre.
Yes.
And honey is good for the allergies too. They say to take a teaspoon from your local honey to help with allergies. At least 1 teaspoon per day, and you can add it to your tea, peanut butter sandwich.
Probably that local detail is a big deal, right, Elizabeth? Yes. Because that's what carries what's in the air.
Yes.
So, yeah.
So your local honey is good.
I had a question about the romero.
Mm-hmm.
How do you, you said that you plant it, but do you buy it at the store and then you plant it? Or for someone who doesn't have any, how would you do that?
Cuando lo compras, when you buy it like this big. And it grows very, very big. And it's an evergreen. So right now it's so happy because of the snow and the cold. It's just going crazy because it loves the cold weather. Le encanta el clima frío. En tiempo de calor es cuando sufre un poquito, pero lo compras así, lo siembras directamente en la tierra y de ahí se va y avienta una florecita morada. Esa es la flor, pero huele delicioso.
Romero, is that rosemary?
That's rosemary, yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And isn't it good also, and maybe I said it, to you put it in front of your house so bad energy can go away or not come in? I don't know. I know this is home remedy for health, but see, laugh is good. And yes. We don't need no better. It's
Monica's gonna be burning rosemary.
And how much water does it need? Porque yo mato todo.
No, la verdad, yo raramente lo riego. Es como Planté muchos nopales también porque los nopales, a mí me gusta comer nopales, son muy buenos también para la digestión y para muchas cosas, pero el romero no lleva en realidad mucha agua y cuando ya se agarra se va a ir grande, lo tienes que estar cortando porque se hace bien grande.
That
I
is,
don't know if you remember when we used to go to the conferences over there in Austin at the Renaissance Hotel. Outside, some of the bushes were rosemary and lemon thyme.
Oh,
And I loved it. It's huge. So I planted 2 in the summer, 1 in the ground, and then I had rosemary 1 in the pot. The 1 in the pot died with the heat. The 1 in the ground is doing great.
Wow.
see,
Yes.
Elizabeth's like, we're both the same. We kill like our pot plants.
I'm the same, but I got mom here keeping things alive. But one thing is very hard to kill, aloe. And we bought an aloe plant and we've had like 2 or 3 babies off of it already. And seriously, like where I killed other stuff while mom was at Alex's, the aloe lives and thrives.
You know what else doesn't die easy? Can you see my cactus?
nopales. That's right.
But if you look closely, it's a fake cactus. You cannot kill a fake cactus. Eso no, nunca se muere. It'll
Sí.
be perfect. Okay, now me and
You mentioned the aloe because that was what was gonna be my remedy.
Oh,
yes.
So I know I use remedies, but I don't like off the top of my head, I can't remember them. Because it was more like when the kids were really little. We still do the Vixx, and my daughter says it doesn't do anything to me. It just feels really good. So
You
we do
must
the
not
Vixx.
say sana sana colita sana because those
Exactly.
are like those magic words that you have.
Yes, and I would say it when I put it on her, but it's rare now that they're bigger. But the one thing, and I think it's just because of what happened to me that I like have so much faith in aloe now, but I had a tacote on my leg and it was so painful and it's infected, right? And so they say if you get pieces of
it's
aloe,
a boil.
a boil, yeah, that's what a tacote is. And then so I would cut it in half and you microwave it and it gets hot, and I would put the slimy side on the tacote and it sucked out all the infection.
Mhm.
The only thing is that I still ended up having to go to the hospital because a boil, they have to cut it open and take everything out, and then they pack it and it heals from the inside out. So even though I did that, it wasn't going to heal because I needed to do the whole process. But when I went to the doctor, the ER doctor, they cut me open and there was like nothing to come out. And they were freaking out. They were like, "What have you been doing?" And I was like, "I've been using hot aloe vera on my leg." And he was like, "It sucked out all the infection." And so ever since that happened to me, I was like, "Oh my gosh." So now I know, like, if we ever have that happen, we have to use the aloe, because it did. There was, when they open those things up, they're like cysts and they explode, but nothing came out. It had taken everything out.
And
So I stand by the aloe vera big time.
And
Yo-
aloe vera with honey is really good for your skin.
Yeah.
Like you're supposed to use aloe vera, cut it off the plant and then put the honey and put it on your face for a face mask and leave it for 15 minutes. And it's supposed to
Do you
Good
do
for
that,
your-
Monica?
no.
It's good for
Okay.
your hair too. I followed somebody on Instagram or somewhere, and she had beautiful long black hair, and she would take the big old leaf and cut it out, and I don't know if she mixed it with anything, but she would put it in her hair and let it sit, and then it was gorgeous.
No, Elizabeth, I don't do it.
Well, you have pretty skin.
This is what is it
You have
called?
pretty skin.
Alex, what's that makeup called?
Oh, the spray foundation.
Is it unique?
Unique.
Unique. This is unique. What
So I need to say, Alex, thank you. It's just pretty skin.
yes.
Yeah, the aloe I used on I had the toenail thing, what do you call them?
Ingrown?
Ingrown, yeah. And it got infected. And I used the aloe on there. I would just wrap it up and put it on there, and it took the infection out. And like Mom said, it's good for burns. Mom's listening.
Hi, Mom.
So Romana, for aloe, do you plant that in the ground too?
Yes. Well,
Is it-
that one can be in una maceta also, just in a planter.
Ooh, I'll be
And-
back. I do have one that's real.
Is it real?
Buena pregunta.
Yeah, I may want to plant one, but you know, my potted plants die.
See?
Oh yes,
Yep.
look at that.
Nice. Uh-huh. And you know, there's two kinds. Hay dos tipos de aloe. There's the male and the female, right? And the male, no, the male is the one that has, or this is what I understand, la flor, da una flor y es grueso. Es lo que venden en el supermercado, you know, las grandes de aloe, de sábila. Y las que dan muchos bebés es la femenina, la
Ah.
hembra.
That's what I've got then.
Esa da, da muchos babies. Ajá.
Yeah, I have.
Which one's better? ¿A cuál es mejor?
Las dos, solamente que la macho tiene las hojas, vamos a decir, ¿verdad? Grandes. Y tiene mucha pulpa. Y la hembra tiene muy chiquita, so se lleva más.
And the pulpa though is the one that's the good stuff for you, right? So I guess you would want
La
the
pulpa
mel.
es lo que estamos buscando.
I don't
You
want
know,
the mel, but I guess I'm
When I did Herbalife sells the aloe vera juice, and I would buy it at Walmart and stuff too. And you would, a couple of shots of that's good too, because the aloe is good for digestion. So you can also drink it. And that's how I found out about it through Herbalife. But you can use it, you can add it to your tea or whatever also.
Está amarga. It's bitter, right? But it's good
It's
stuff.
not bad at all.
No?
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Okay.
No worse than the greens that we
Because
drink.
I've had it like fresh, and it's I think it's bitter, but I mean it's tolerable because it's got great benefits. But
It's easier to drink than ginger.
oh,
So is there anything that y'all do naturally to help that you would like to share, like a daily thing? Because I have something. I like every day I drink lemon. I put lemon in my water because I have heard for many, many years how lemon is so good for you to drink. And so I do that. And they said for your skin I mean, the list goes on. So that is something I do.
yo
I don't
yo
think I
creo
have
que
anything
una
on a
cosa
daily.
que yo hago, y yo sé que lo hablé con Mimi el otro día, porque en este tiempo olvido tomar agua. No olvido el café, pero sí olvido el agua, porque no está caliente, ¿verdad? Entonces, para recordarme, preparo la noche anterior un botellón con agua y le corto, por ejemplo, una rodaja de piña o rodajas de naranja y limón. Y entonces, cuando lo tomo, me da como una sensación de tranquilidad, y aparte el limón y la naranja, todos los cítricos te dan como energía. Entonces yo siento cuando abro la botella, me da por tomar más agua y la puedo volver a llenar, pero son los aceites, me imagino. Lavo bien la naranja y el limón, lo corto en pedazos pequeños que quepan en la botella, igual la piña, y termino comiéndome la fruta, ¿verdad? Porque estuvo en mi agua, pero es como algo para motivarme a mí misma de que debo de tomarme mi agua. Y lo que sí noto con la piña, por ejemplo, es que saca muchos líquidos del cuerpo. Es diurética, entonces te hace que que no retengas líquidos, te hace ir más seguido al baño.
You know, one of the things while I was researching these home remedies, I read a remedy of if you eat an apple on an empty stomach every morning, this helps people that have migraines. And they said, do it for 7 weeks. I mean, 7 weeks, I'm sorry, 7 days, do it for 7 days straight. And then this one lady said it works. So I just thought that was really interesting.
That's
And-
interesting.
So have y'all done that?
No, but
Yeah.
you know, there's a book called now I can't even think of it. I'll have to look it up in my bookcase. But it talks about how you're supposed to eat, when you eat fruit, you don't eat anything else for at least 30 minutes. You're not supposed to eat fruit with other things. It's something that you're supposed to eat separately, and then don't eat anything for 30 minutes after that. So that's interesting.
You know, and it's really interesting because we work with migrant families who pick our fruits, and there is a book, now that you say that, of like our fruits to like an ABCs to medicine or something like that, which I thought was really interesting. So depending on what fruit it is, how it could help you. The other, and I just thought of this right now, I saw on TikTok, a fun video, and I don't know if it's true or not. And I already had where I got corona, November. So I haven't had it. I watched the video not too long ago, but when you get the virus, sometimes you lose the sense of taste and smell.
I saw that.
Did you see it? The orange?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're supposed to like burn an orange and then peel it and then put it in a cup and then add brown sugar. And then you eat it and it brings your taste back. I didn't try it because
burn the orange how?
The stove.
On a gas stove.
Yeah, on a gas stove until
Okay.
you just char it until it's black.
Oh, okay.
And then you take the peel off.
or the comal. You put it on a comal and you
Okay.
and
And you put it in a cup.
And you crush it, and then you add some brown sugar.
Oh my gosh, that would be sweet, right?
well, the videos, it has people getting their taste back, like they can taste
Mhm.
as soon as they
Right.
finish eating it. And some people have lost their taste for weeks. I lost mine for 4 days and I didn't try it, but so I'm curious to
don't-
know if it works or not.
I told Alex we need to try it because there's some things I can taste, like spicy, salty, sweet, but I'm not tasting the food. I'm just I still don't have my full sense of smell, but I smell sulfur. So I told Alex we really need to try it. But although going back to the pineapple, I was going to talk about teas. So I had a friend who swore by her pineapple tea, and she would cut the peel off and fix her tea every morning. So I looked up, and when I was sick with COVID, I looked up a lot of stuff. But the pineapple has, let me find it, something called bromide, I think it is, that's in there, but it's good. I've always heard it's good for coughs, that it's better than cough medicine.
Wow.
For, like just eating straight up pineapple. That when you boil and make a tea out of it, it's anti-inflammatory. It helps with your digestion. It's for your immunity. It helps fight arthritis and joint pain. It's good for your vision. It's anti-cancer. So like, I had no clue that pineapple did all of that. And you can add cinnamon to it. You can add honey to it. I'm a big believer in ginger. So like your lemon tea, Monica, I learned to do the warm water, to make a tea out of lemon and ginger. So I would cut a slice of ginger and throw it into my hot water with the lemon. So, And I also learned about oregano tea, and you can use straight up oregano that you buy in the store. You make a tea out of it, and it's really good for your for pulmonary issues. So yeah, when you have congestion and stuff like that, because of the COVID and those were symptoms I had, I was looking stuff up. Peppermint tea is another good thing. And the other day I was at work and I had heartburn. And I'm sorry, you guys, my dog is crying. She's a pain. I had heartburn and nobody had antacids. I even looked in your desk or on your desk, Monica, looking for something. But
You do have some, but it's at the top.
Oh, I didn't look up. I didn't dig.
You could have, girl.
But Nora gave me a piece of peppermint gum, and that took care of it. So peppermint tea is also good for those things. What other teas? Of course, green. All sorts of teas are good for you. And I have a page that I'll share on our Facebook on the different teas and what different things they help you with. So I'm a medical transcriptionist also, but I'm not a big fan of doctors. Never have been. So if it's something I can take care of at home, then I'd rather try and take care of it home naturally than I don't like medicine. So
absolutely.
Can I share something?
Mm-hmm.
También, now that you say like la hierbabuena o la menta, eso es algo súper, súper fácil de plantar en el jardín y es algo que si lo plantas en la tierra se va a expandir, solamente que ese sí necesita estar donde haya un poco de sombra y está húmeda la tierra, pero eso te va a dar bastante.
Yeah, that's
bastante si es que es una buena.
Yeah, and the entire time my family was sick, myself, my husband, my children, nonstop, I got all different type of teas to drink. Sí. Like that, eran los, y tómate el té, tómate un tecito, y tómate el tecito. And so that is something, hey, it's working for a lot of people.
¿Y quiénes de ustedes han probado o han escuchado? Yo sé que es algo que siempre nos dicen del chicken noodle soup, pero nosotros hacemos el caldo de pollo, ¿verdad? Entonces, muchas veces cuando nos enfermamos, ese caldito de pollo con todos los vegetales que le echamos, no sé si es una, como le llaman, de placebo, ¿verdad? De la idea de que me va a ayudar y es con fe, tal vez que lo consumimos y nos hace sentir muy bien. Así es que sí, todos hay que aprender a hacer el caldo de pollo como lo hacía la abuela, tal vez.
Absolutely. I made some last night. So, I think that is it. Does anyone else have anything else they want to share before we say goodbye?
I want to ask our families to please share their remedies, any of their secrets with us, because we come from so many different areas and there's different remedies throughout these areas that we would like to know about. So sorry, I'm eating ice, guys. It's lunchtime.
No. That's good for the skin, I heard. I don't know. It wipes teeth or something. I don't know.
I was thinking of that rosemary, Romana, because I use the rosemary oil that I use on my face after I do this fat water stuff or whatever toner thing. I use that rosemary oil on my face, and I love how it's been helping my face, and I have the mist and stuff too. But,
okay, before I go, let me share something else. Yo conozco una partera, so she's from Sinaloa, y ella ayudó a muchas mujeres a dar a luz. Y me contó que para que el vientre de las mujeres regresara a su tamaño normal, ella aconsejaba dar pecho, lógico, pero ella les hacía un baño por días, un baño con agua de romero, porque dice que el romero hace que la piel se restire y era para cuidar el cuerpo de una mujer recién dada a luz. Así es que, no sé, ella siempre me decía, el romero es muy bueno, Romana, para la piel, para que se restire la piel. Y ella me decía que ella hacía eso con las mujeres que ella ayudaba a dar a luz en el rancho. Así
Mira,
es que,
y mi abuela nomás me dijo, afájate y ponte
Fájate.
calcetines, no descalza, porque es, I don't know what that meant, but,
right.
and then, pues no me fajé, and now I'm suffering. Okay, so we'll say goodbye, and we hope to see, I hope y'all enjoyed la plática de hoy, and we'll hope to have one next month too. And so do y'all want to say, now that we'll say bye, we'll have like an ending, like, what's your ending catchphrase to say bye? So, Romana.
Yo les recuerdo que cuando nada funcione, sana, sana colita de rana, lo alivia todo.
I love it. What about you, Nami?
I can't think of anything catchy on the flip side.
I love it. Alex?
I totally was unprepared.
Until we
Your
get,
shirt, your shirt.
oh,
Oh,
yes.
Hey,
Latina
yay.
power. Yes, honey.
there you go. Thank you, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
Because the world is changing so much and we all have
Oh,
be kind to one another. Y ámense uno al otro.
yes. And I'll end it with mine that I used to watch as a kid. And it used to say, y les doy con todo, y mucho amor. Is that how it goes? Well, is that how it would go? Walter? Yes.
Walter Mercado.
Yes, right. Y te doy con todo, y mucho amor. Amor. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Adiós.